The Rabbit and Gina podcast.
And we're trying to guess Gina's brother's name.
Yeah,
Howie.
it's not what you would think. I mean, my friends
Well, I
who are
wouldn't
listening
think
right now,
anything. Hang on. So, do you know my brother's name? I got a brother. Don't
don't-
hear a lot about my brother, do you?
no, I don't know your brother's name. But is your brother's name weird when you put
Weird?
it with your last name?
Nah, because he's had it his whole life, and I don't know.
Mine
my parents
is-
thought of it at the time.
My brother's name is weird when you put it with my last name.
Is it a rhyming thing? Does it rhyme with Jeffries?
It rhymes perfectly.
What is it? So it rhymes with Jeffries, and that makes it funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's just unusual because when I first got my, it's a bit of a story, but I got my record deal in the early 90s and my actual last name is Hillenberg. And
Whoa, 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 whoa!
Yeah,
Whoa! Are you going to tell me your brother's name's Stellenberg?
no.
Stellenberg, Ellenberg.
So
Hang on. So your name's
Hillenberg.
Hillenberg.
Hillenberg, yes. So the first record label that I signed with said, no.
this.
They said you can't have that. You have to change your name.
Why can't you be Gina Hillenberg?
I know.
Wait, is your name Gina?
Yes. My name is.
Wait. Are you even my real mother? is that going to come out here? You're going too fast through this. Just whoa.
Okay.
Pump the brakes.
Okay.
Gina Hillenberg.
Yes, that's my real name, my given name.
Oh, your maiden name.
My maiden name, Mum and Dad's last name is Hillenberg.
Great.
And my first record deal, I got signed to, I think it was BMG was the first one.
Oh, yeah.
And they said to me, the big boss said, you can't have Hillenberg as a name. It's too hard to remember.
You've got to have a cool, catchy name.
Yeah, it's too hard to spell. It's you can have anything you want, basically.
My name's not actually Rabbit. I'm just going to join in here. If we're doing this.
The truth's coming out. We're going to change the name of the show.
My real name is Gina. And it was going to be too much of a clash. We were forward planning years ago.
Years ago when your mum and dad had you.
Okay.
Yeah, so back to my name. So I could have any name I wanted. So I start going through what sounds good with Gina. Gina Jones, what sounds good?
Let's take some time on that as well.
Okay.
What goes well with Gina?
So you imagine someone says to you, you can have any name you want.
Stephanina.
Any name you want. And so you start going, oh, I don't know. You know what? And you're just trying to think what sounds good.
There's a famous dancer. His name's Matt Stephanina.
Oh.
So Gina Stephanina.
That would...
People go, I wonder if they're related. Gina Stephanina.
Arena, Tina.
Gina Arena!
Yeah, Tina.
Why didn't you take that? Were you before Tina Arena?
Around the same time. Yeah, we're the same age. We were around about the
Totally should have got in before and been Gina Arena. Brought out a song called Chains.
Or Benina.
Benina, what?
Gina Benina.
Gina Benina. That sounds like you're being teased at school. Gina Benina. Driving a Barina. Gina Barina.
Gina Barina's good. Yeah.
Okay, so you then, obviously, I already know the end of this story. You went with Jeffries.
Yes, because then I went through my family history. Went back to Mum's maiden name, my grandmother's maiden name, and I'm German on both sides.
To potentially take one of those ones.
Yeah, to take a family name, but I'm German on both sides, so the names got more and more kind of German the further back we went.
Right.
More difficult to spell and more difficult to say. So I took my brother's name, and now when people meet my brother, they think his name's Jeffrey Jeffries. It's not. He's Jeffrey Hillenberg, but
Wait.
yeah.
Wait. This is too much for a Monday. So that's where you got Jeffries from.
Yeah.
You just took your brother's name.
I just made it up. Yep.
I could be Rabbit Vinny. That's my brother's. Sounds like a mobster.
It does sound like a gang member.
Rabs Vinny. Okay, so you took your brother's name, which then people think that is your actual surname, Jeffries.
Yeah. Yes.
This is my brother Jeffrey.
Yeah.
Your brother's name's Jeffries. Jeffries. No, that's not the way it works. And they go, because you married Rod, and Rod's last name must be Jeffries, and that's how you got the Jeffries.
Yeah, no.
Nope.
Just made it up.
Nope.
Just made it up.
Just
It's the weirdest
brother's
thing, though,
name.
right? Yeah.
But that's
True story.
nice.
But I know, and I wanted something at least that my mum and dad chose. That's what I thought. At least it's still a family name, and I wanted something that had some meaning. But when I
Yes.
went back to Toowoomba, where I come from one time,
Yeah.
keeping in mind my real last name is Hillenberg, and this guy was really offended. He said to me, "That was so stupid how you changed your name. That was dumb."
In that voice?
Yeah, that,
Yeah. I love that voice.
That was dumb. There's nothing wrong with Berghofer. And I went,
Berghofer!
I said, see, that's why.
That's because you're not getting it.
People couldn't remember it.
That's the bread, isn't it? What's the bread that's
Bergen.
that really yummy bread?
B-U-R-G, Bergen.
Gina Bergen.
The Rabbit and Gina podcast.
We want your stage name. Now, this goes... I'm just thinking, so what you did was you took your first name
Yes.
and then your brother's first name.
Yeah.
And that became your stage name.
Yes.
So I want to know, what would your stage name be if you took your first name and your brother's first name as your surname?
Yeah.
Ashley, if you were to take your brother's first name and that becomes your new cool stage name, what's your name as an artist?
Ash Matthews or Ashley Matthews?
Oh, Ashley Matthews.
That's cool.
Ash Matthews is.
She thinks it's funny.
Yeah.
I do.
Good
My
job.
brother's-
So you take Matthew and then you put the S on the end of it, just like old Gina Jeffries did to her brother Jeffrey, who's now Jeffrey Jeffries.
Ashley Matthews.
But see, then that's the thing. Then her brother Matthew turns up to things because
Yeah.
she's all famous
Yeah.
as Ash Matthews.
Yeah.
And they go, wait, what's your brother's name? Matthew. So he's Matthew Matthews. And then Matthew goes, no, she stole my name, didn't even ask me for it.
She could be Ash Mats.
It's like brotherly sisterly love. At least you're thinking of your brother. and
Exactly.
Yeah.
See,
Suppose
exactly.
there's that. We'll go to Hamlin Terrace. Daniel, we're after your stage name.
It's Daniel Humberto's.
No, Daniel's missed the brief here. So your surname is your brother's first name.
Correct.
What's your brother's name?
Humberto.
Humberto.
He's not Humberto.
Correct.
Really?
He is. Yeah, but wait for it. What do you think his middle name is?
Are these jokes, Daniel? Or
No, this is dead
I'm like, because
set.
I'm
What
not
do you
getting
think
it.
his
I'm
middle
like, so Humberto,
Humberto.
name is? Ivan.
Ivan.
Oh, the poor
but wait.
kid.
There's more. What do you think? Which name do you think he uses?
Humberto.
Jim.
Jim.
Of course it's Jim.
Yeah, I do.
Does Jim come into it anywhere, or he just prefers Jim?
He just prefers Jim.
Just yep.
Can't understand why.
That's great.
Humberto. So you're
Humberto.
Daniel Humberto.
Oh god, that's a great name.
It's like Engelbert Humperdinck.
It's a lot like
Dink,
that.
Dink.
Exactly.
Daniel, where does Humberto come from? As in, like the name?
South America, Chile.
Chile.
How come you got just regular Daniel? Or is that not your real name?
I guess my grandfather was lucky, eh?
Humberto. Okay, that's great. Joanne, what's your stage name?
My stage name is Joanne Marks. So I have a brother that has a very unfortunate name that when you shorten his first name, it's something rude.
Listen to me. Listen to the gears just grinding upstairs. When you shorten your... I'm concerned. I'm worried. I'm clearly missing something here.
Shorten it or nickname it?
How rude?
Richard.
So you don't want to go with that one as your... as...
No, well, my brother's name is Marks, so I'd be Joanne Marks. So Richard Marks would be my famous sibling, but we don't want to shorten his name.
Richard Marks?
He's already famous. Yeah.
This is your brother? God, I'm so confused. Thank you for your call.
The Rabbit and Gina podcast.
Time for the financial report.
Really?
Well, in Fun Facts a couple of weeks ago, there was one that talked about the percentage of people that have a budget.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, remember?
I don't remember the percentage.
No, nor do I.
Clearly, I'm not in that percentage.
All I did was laughed at those people and moved on. Oh, we might have to get one soon. Petrol prices. Holy moly!
Yeah, that's crazy.
Paid $2 for the actually. I was gonna drive. I had the fuel check app. Oh God, listen. Hey, if you don't have the fuel check app, get it.
Oh, it tells you where the cheap fuel is, and you can lock in the cheap price or something?
Don't know about that. I think there's something where. Oh, that's with someone in particular. It's like whatever servo chain that it is. But no, with the fuel check one, it's by New South Wales government. You just bring up the map and you can look at all the servos and it's there live. How much the petrol is per litre.
That's a good idea.
And you can just go, oh, Arimba, 185.9.
Yeah.
Don't lock that in. I don't know. It might not be today. I'll have to check the app again. But I was in Erina yesterday and checked the app and I saw that one. I went, that's it. I'm driving to Arimba. And then I thought, I'm going to use about $40 gas
Getting there.
on the current, how much it costs getting there. And I called my wife and I said, hey, you're out Lizero way at the moment, right? She's like, yeah, I'm at the shops there. I'm like, keep going, go to Arimba, and they've got $1.85 instead of, it was $2.09, the one that I'd seen where I was driving past. And she goes, I just filled up the car. Oh, I said, what'd you do? What'd you get? She goes, $1.99, but then I used the 4-cent thingamajig.
Perfect.
Great job.
Yeah.
And then I was on my way to Arimba and then I gave up and I pulled in at Wyoming and got the 4 cents off and then bought a couple of energy drinks to get another 4 cents a litre off. Did cost me $5.50 to get my 4 cents a litre off, which gave me another $1.69. So I figured that this is me budgeting.
Yeah.
So I figured I got 2 energy drinks for about $3 something.
See?
You know, $2.90 or something. I'm trying to work it all out. And you know what makes me feel better about the petrol price, though? Now, if you need to go and get petrol this morning and you end up paying $2.09 a litre or something like that, and we're talking for the E10 stuff, the cheapest one.
Yeah.
And so at times like this, I'll go the cheapest fuel.
I always do.
Yeah, actually, when I say times like these, I mean, you know, daylight hours and nighttime. But know this, when you go and get your petrol for $2.09 or whatever you get it for today, at least you're not in New Zealand. You know where they're at now?
No?
They've just gone over $3.
Are you kidding?
When I last went there on holidays, they were at $2 a litre, and we were at like $1.20 or something. And they'd hit $2. Now it's over $3 a litre. And I was listening to New Zealand radio this morning, and they had an ad. It was kind of like a Bing Lee one. It's like a mother and son kind of thing. And they were going, you know, rather than getting out and driving anywhere, because none of us can afford to do that at the moment, stay home, sit on your couch
really?
and watch TV. And they were saying on this brand new TV, and it's new 4K, 65-inch, blah, 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 and it'll only cost you about the same amount as a tank of petrol. $2,100.
The Rabbit and Gina podcast.
My son, I've discovered something he's really bad at, and I'd like to share it.
Oh, is he listening?
I actually asked. I will always ask Jordan before I talk about him on air. I'll always ask him, can this one go on the show? And he'll quite often say no, and I respect that, and I go, okay, mate, no worries. Because years ago there was one where I talked about something about him on air, and he had a word to me afterwards.
Yeah.
I got spoken to. He was like, can you not? And I was like, you know what, mate? I get it. I actually had someone write into the show once saying, it was lovely. She was concerned for Jordan, for my son, because she said I always spoke about my daughter on air and I would never talk about him.
Aww.
And how, you know.
She didn't realise that you'd been given the word.
Yeah.
To zip it.
Yeah, well, he's older. He's 5 years older. He's a teenager. He's 17 now. And, you know, when he was just starting out in high school, just wanting to do his own thing without needing all of his life on the radio with funny things that happen that I think are hilarious. And he's like, I was like, okay, fair enough, mate. And I always respect that.
Except for today.
Except for today, because this is really funny. When he told me, God, I laughed so hard. And I went, that is so you. And then I went, can I tell that one on air? And he goes, yeah, go on. Because he finds it funny as well. So there's actually two things he's not great at in life. Other than that, he's amazing at everything. Oh. He's so smart. He's so loving and caring, and he's just a beautiful soul. Aww. And so when it comes to things like gambling, he's not great. Gambling or bartering. We once went on the garage sale trail here, and we went to a place in Arimba, turned up at the garage sale. Now, he was, we're talking about 6 years ago. Maybe he's like 11 years old. And he's gone up to, I didn't ask him if I could tell this story.
Doesn't matter. Too late now.
It's fine. It's like 6 years ago. He can look back on 11-year-old Joe. He knows if he were listening right now, which I know he's not. He'd know exactly where this one's going because God, I bring it up every 20 minutes. He goes up. 11-year-old Jordan goes to buy a Nerf gun from someone that they're selling at their garage sale, and they said, that's what was it, like $5 or something? And he goes, oh, they're worth way more than that. How's 10 sound? And I'm standing next to him. It's my money. And he's just...
It's not even his own pocket money.
How's 10 sound? I'm like, mate, I don't know if you know how this whole bartering thing works. You don't talk the price up when you're the purchaser. So then it didn't surprise me when on the weekend he had a bunch of mates come over for a poker tournament.
Oh.
What the? I'm sorry, what? I stuck around for a bit. I came walking in at one point with a like a mallet thing that you'd use to bash steak down, one of those things. Yeah. And I came in and I went, hey, Jay, is this the point where you said if someone owes you money, I can come in and kneecap him? I'm tapping it in my hand going, which one of them needs the kneecaps done? I said to him I was going to come in fully dressed up like a dealer with the special hat and stuff and keep my straight face as I deal them all out. He's so good, though. He's just like, I did that. I sat down for a minute. I started dealing the cards out and everything. And I laughed to myself and got up and he's like, where you going? And I went, do you want me? I was only joking. He's like, you can stay if you want.
Aww, that's nice.
No, you do your own thing. Maybe if I was there, I could have stopped what happened, though. So my son is the only one who can win in poker and accrue debt by winning. So, I mean, gamble responsibly. Obviously, they weren't even playing for anything.
Yeah.
But somehow, at some point... one of the friends' bus pass got thrown up as like I picture like in a movie when they're like, I'm all out of money. All right, this watch is worth 50,000. This gold Rolex, it's worth 50 grand. Well, someone in the group has gone, I throw in my bus pass. They're not even gambling with stuff, so I don't know how it got thrown in. Anyway, he wins and then finds out that it's got $5 something debt on it.
The Rabbit and Gina Podcast.
For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.